Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at GCNlive.com.
Good morning, friends. Greetings and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That's why we're here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like acne and psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system is a healing system. It's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing and renewing system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we welcome your phone calls. Our phone number today and every day on The Bright Side is 844-236-6010, 844-236-6010. If you have questions about medications, if you want to get off your prescription drugs or help a loved one get off their medications and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you. If you have a comment or you want to contribute to the conversation, or if you have a success story you'd like to share, and I know you've got success stories out there because I hear about them every day. In fact, I heard a whole bunch of success stories this last week at the Longevity Convention. If you want to share your success story, help other people who are on the fence, we encourage you to do that. 844-236-6010 is our number. 844-236-6010 is our number on The Bright Side. And we will take your phone calls. We'll try to take your phone calls in our second segment. If we left you on hold yesterday or in the past, tell our call screener you were left on hold and we'll get you first up in the queue. 844-236-6010 is the call-in number. If you're interested in purchasing any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the program, recommended on the program, you can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Tell them you want to join the Pharmacist Ben Brightside Ben team. 866-735-2470 is their number for a one-time $10 fee. You can start yourself a longevity business, earn thank you checks. You can earn $100 a month, $200 a month, $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month. Some folks are making a lot of money just spreading the word about the longevity products. All for a one-time $10 fee. Of course, you can enjoy all the tax benefits associated with that are associated with having your own business. And if you just want to get your products at the wholesale price, you can do that as well. All for a one-time $10 fee. Call 1-866-735-2470. That's the Brightside Ben phone team. They can tell you all about it. Or you can head over to brightsideben.com, which is my website, or pharmacistben.com, my blog, or now criticalhealthnews.com, and you can sign up right from the website, or you can order products directly from the website as well. That's brightsideben.com or pharmacistben.com. Thank you to Robert Lundgren, who set that up for me and does such a fine job, and also criticalhealthnews.com. Okay, thanks for joining us on The Bright Side once again. We're talking skin health. We're going to be talking about the skin now for, probably be talking about the skin for a little bit. We left off yesterday talking about acne. We said that the futile antibacterial strategy that forms the linchpin of most acne therapies is ultimately flawed because acne pimples are not caused by bacteria. Surprise, surprise. No, acne pimples are not caused by bacteria. Yes, there are bacteria there, but acne pimples only involve bacteria in the final stages of the formation of a zit, of formation of a pimple. Bacteria that are associated with breakouts, as we said yesterday, are ordinary citizens of the skin. They live on the skin. And in fact, they live on the skin for a reason. they form a mechanism for converting skin oils into volatile fatty acids or volatile oils that can evaporate off of the skin. One of the ways the body gets rid of toxins is by its excretions. Sweat is one way that the body gets rid of toxins. Obviously, urine is another way that the body gets rid of toxins, but also sebum is a mechanism for the body to get rid of toxicity. Bacteria that live on the skin convert that sebum into a volatile form that can evaporate off of the skin. Thus, these bacteria are very functional and very important. They're always there. And under ordinary circumstances, they're our friends. They're helpful. Doctors love antibiotics. And of course, the end result of using antibiotics and the end result of focusing on killing bacteria is bacterial resistance. And it is a big problem globally around the world. Antibiotic resistance is responsible for nearly 1 million deaths a year in the United States alone. Infections from resistant bacteria are in the millions. And thousands of people, over 20,000 people a year, die from bacterial-resistant organisms. Why do we have antibiotic-resistant organisms? Why do we have these antibiotic-resistant organisms? Well, because we're overusing antibiotics. Doctors love antibiotics. Although these days, I have to admit, even doctors have gotten the word, and they're being a little bit more cautious about their use of medications. Same with the food industry. In fact, the food industry is really probably the major source of antibiotics in this country, around the world as well. The fish industry, they use antibiotics. Chicken industry, poultry industry, they use antibiotics. Dairy industry uses antibiotics. Recently, fast food operators like McDonald's and Carl's Jr. are touting their antibiotic-free products. Costco recently announced that they're going to eliminate antibiotics from some of their meat products. Some, not all, but some. Better than nothing, I suppose. Believe it or not, some drug companies have still not given up on antibiotic pharmacology. They're still looking for antibiotics. Yesterday, government and drug company funded researchers from Northeastern University announced that they had isolated a new antibiotic. Yes, the first of its kind, a new class of antibiotics. In case you thought that maybe we've gotten over our antibiotic mania, now we got a new class of antibiotics. This one's called Teixobactin. Teixobactin, Teixobactin. And this is supposedly, according to the researchers from Northeastern University, this new antibiotic can resist resistance. It will not become resistant, or bacteria will not become resistant for up to 30 years. So we bought ourselves another 3 decades of antibiotic use. What's going to happen in 30 years? I don't know. But this is the craziness of our medical model. This obsession that doctors and dermatologists especially have with killing bacteria, acne bacteria. This obsession with killing acne bacteria with antibiotics is based on the idea that antibiotics have some anti-inflammatory properties. They do. We said this yesterday. You will get some mild anti-inflammation from using an antibiotic. You'll kill bacteria, but that's not really how they work. As I say, these bacteria live on the skin all the time. You can't kill acne bacteria on the skin necessarily by using an antibiotic. Antibiotics go into the blood. Once a bacteria is on the skin, it doesn't have contact with the blood. But what you can do is you can kind of suppress the inflammatory response that is partially responsible for the formation of pimples, for the formation of acne. And this is why sometimes people will notice that when they start an antibiotic program, tetracycline or erythromycin, at least initially, their blemished skin may improve. However, this effect is only initial, and it plateaus. And then it doesn't work. And that's why people can be on tetracycline for 6 months or a year or even longer. And they still have breakouts and they still have acne. Same with erythromycin. Same with minocycline. And by the way, these drugs tie up minerals. They cause a loss of nutrients. And of course, they kill good bacteria in the gut. So the net effect of long-term antibiotic use is going to be a messed up biosystem, a messed up body. And you're probably not going to get rid of your acne anyway. And then, of course, you got the whole resistance issue. Acne bacteria mutate. They ultimately become resistant to antibiotics. Eventually, you lose not just the anti-inflammatory benefits of your antibiotic, but you lose the antibacterial benefits as well. If you have acne and you've been on the same antibiotic for more than 2 or 3 weeks, the odds are pretty good that not only are you not getting the antibiotic benefits from your medicine, more than likely, because of the importance of good bacteria in the gut to digestive health, you're probably going to negatively affect your ability to process foods and absorb nutrients. And if you're using the cycline drugs, as in tetracycline or minocycline, you're going to have a real problem because you're going to lose minerals as well. I'll tell you what I mean when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side.
Quantitative easing, unemployment at depression levels, Europe financial system falling apart, China getting out of U.S. treasuries. At the end of 2008, the time of TARP, the national debt was at $11 trillion, gold trading around $850 per ounce. Close to 2012, the national debt exceeded $16.4 trillion, gold doubled to $1,600 per ounce. The $20 trillion threshold for the national debt is inevitable. Politicians in Washington have a ferocious appetite for spending and stimulus. What's worse, a printing press to finance. 100 years ago, we had a gold standard to limit this madness, but now you have to adopt your own gold standard. Don't be fooled with paper promises. Get Midas Resources 10 Reasons to Buy Gold free by calling 800-686-2237. Understanding the gold and silver market may be the only insurance you could have to avoiding the next economic crisis. Call 1-800-686-2237 and order your free copy. Again, that's 800-686-2237.
Stress, like many conditions in a fast-paced society, is at epidemic proportions, and one of the most effective ways to support your body during periods of excessive stress is by replacing the nutrients expended during that time. De-stress contains large amounts of B-complex vitamins, in addition to vitamin C, magnesium, and valerian root extract. For more information on this and other great products, contact Lady Talk Live at 855-333-5239. Majestic Earth's Beyond Tangy Tangerine contains no artificial sweeteners or preservatives and is glycemic friendly. This easy dissolving powder contains plant-derived minerals, vitamins, amino acids, and 115 fruits and vegetables. I can't think of anything better for you. For more information on this and other great products, contact Lady Talk Live at 855-333-5239. That's 855-333-LADY.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right, that's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are GCN.
All right, we are back on the bright side. Not sure where the music went, but we're back. 844-236-6010 is our number. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. If you're interested in joining my team, love to have you aboard on the Bright Side Ben team. I can help you do. I can help you build your longevity business. Come out and do talks for you. We do three-way phone calls. Help if you have any problem clients or patients. I do three-way phone calls all the time. And if you're interested in joining my team, please call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470 or head over to brightsideben.com or pharmacistben.com or criticalhealthnews.com. And you can sign up right off the website. Of course, you can always purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the program right off of the website, brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. Okay, so if you're doing antibiotics, if you have acne, a lot of folks are on antibiotics for long periods of time. Violation of Pharmacy 101. That's what they teach us the first week of pharmacy school. You never stay on an antibiotic for longer than 2 or 3 weeks. If you're one of those unfortunate folks who's been left on an antibiotic for years, usually it's something like tetracycline or erythromycin, which are so mild that doctors feel like they can't do any harm. Of course, now we know about resistance. I remember having a conversation with a friend of mine who's a dermatologist probably 10, 15 years ago. And I asked her, I said, you know good and well that antibiotics and don't really work for acne. And what's the deal with somebody comes into your office and you give them tetracycline and then you just automatically refill it? And she told me, I can never forget what she said. She said, patients expect a medication when they come to see me, and tetracycline is the mildest medication I can give them. So doctors dispense medicines because patients expect medications. Patients don't feel like they've gotten a treatment. They don't feel like they've gotten their money's worth if they don't have a medication, because tetracycline is relatively benign. Doctors feel comfortable leaving patients on it for a long period of time. Nonetheless, you're not going to do anything for your acne. You're going to mess up your gut bacteria. And when it comes to tetracycline and any of the cycline drugs, minocycline or tetracycline, those are the two most famous of the cycline drugs. You're going to mess up not just your good bacteria in your gut and mess up your digestive system, but you're also going to be depleting yourself of very important nutrients, very important skin-friendly nutrients, especially zinc. In addition to calcium and iron, and in addition to the B vitamins and vitamin K and folic acid, all of these are going to have increased excretion rates, and when it comes to the minerals, you're going to lock up those minerals, making them unavailable. So between B vitamin loss and vitamin K and potassium and folic acid and calcium and iron and magnesium and zinc, all of these nutrients are going to be, you're going to have less value for all of these nutrients, even if you're supplementing, if you are on a tetracycline or a minocycline antibiotic, which doctors love to use. By the way, if you want to upregulate your tetracycline or improve the effects of your tetracycline or your antibiotic, take them with your digestive enzymes. It turns out that digestive enzymes, specifically bromelain, which is in the ultimate enzymes, can increase antibiotic effects. That's according to the Complete German Commission e-monographs, Therapeutic Guide to Herbal Medicines. And by the way, the Europeans have been using digestive enzymes as medical treatment for many years. In any case, if you're on an antibiotic for your acne, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, and not only you're not getting skin health benefits, but you're probably negatively affecting your ability to process foods and absorb nutrients and overall health in general. And considering the fact that malnourishment, either from lack of intake or lack of absorption of nutrients, is at least partially involved in the development of acne-prone skin, you're going to, in the long run anyway, probably be making your skin problems worse by staying on an antibiotic. Acne is not a bacterial issue, period. Yes, bacteria are involved in the end stages, but acne needs to be considered an inflammatory issue, an immune issue, a defensive issue that's caused by pro-inflammatory foods in combination with nutritional deficiencies. The wrong foods plus nutritional deficiencies, if you're prone that way, is going to result in acne. Bacteria only show up in the final phase of the formation of a pimple. Acne is first and foremost a defensive response, an immune system issue. Is this a surprise? It shouldn't be if you've been listening to this program for any length of time. Yesterday, let me find this article here. I found a really cool article that I want to tell you about. New compound could, all right, here it is. Check this out. New compound could offer therapy for a multitude of diseases. All right, we got a new compound. This one is, I can't find the name here, but the essence of it, diseases caused by protein aggregation affect millions of people around the world. All diseases are caused by clumping up of proteins, at least partially. This is how the body protects itself. It clumps up. It clogs up. The inflammatory response is a clogging response. It's a clumping response. It's a protective response. I call it a beaver's dam. And all diseases have this element, whether it's acne on the outside of your skin or whether it's heart disease on the inside of your body. They all have this inflammatory response. That's why one element, according to this article anyway, one new compound can affect 30 different diseases because they're all the same thing. You guys, how many times have we said this on this program? There's 12,800 different diseases according to the World Health Organization, but really they're all the same thing. They're clogging, they're defensive, they're immune, they're inflammation. It's all the same thing, whether it's on top of the body in terms of the skin as an acne or psoriasis or eczema, or whether it's inside the body in terms of heart disease or autoimmune disease or osteoporosis or anything else. It should come as no surprise that acne is the same thing. It's first and foremost an immune system issue in combination with nutritional deficits, most especially in the fatty vitamins, which are growth vitamins. Acne is a hyperactive condition. Skin cells are growing too fast. We'll talk about this here. If we don't get to this today, we'll get to this tomorrow, how a pimple actually forms. Acne is first and foremost an immune system issue in combination with nutritional deficits, especially your fatty vitamins, which are your growth vitamins. Remember, there's two kinds of vitamins, two kinds of chemicals, two kinds of nutrients, water-soluble, fat-soluble. The water-soluble nutrients are quick-acting. They're electrical. They fire things off. They're great. They're important for the nervous system, for the brain, for the immune system, for the skin, because these systems grow really fast. On the other hand, your fatty vitamins are more long-term. Your fatty nutrients are more long-term. They're involved in building. And vitamin A is the most important. It's a fatty vitamin, vitamin A. The fatty vitamin, vitamin A, is the most important of the acne-fighting nutrients. And vitamin A deficiency is the most important deficiency when it comes to acne. Vitamin A, it's so important. It's a prescription drug. We'll talk about this at length tomorrow. I love vitamin A for so many reasons. Okay, time to hit our phones. 844-236-6010 is our number. Let's go off to Canada and welcome Jeff to the bright side. Good morning, Jeff. What's up, buddy? Jeff. Do we have Jeff? Jeff in Canada? Okay, I'm going to put... I don't know where Jeff went. I'm going to put him back on hold. Is he away from his phone? I put him back on hold there, and we'll go to Derek in Austin. What's up, Derek? Welcome to the bright side. Derek? I wonder if we have a phone problem here. Derek? Yeah? How come I can't? Derek, hey, what's up, Derek? Having a little phone issue there. Hey, what's cooking? How you doing, man?
Oh, no, sorry about that. Yes, so my mom has a friend. She's 77 and retired. He is 34. 7 years ago, he had a stroke.
Okay.
The right side of his body is
paralyzed,
severely impacted by this.
Okay. You want some help with the stroke?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get you some nutritional help for stroke. Stroke is like any other health condition. You can do a heck of a lot of stuff for a stroke with nutrition. Hang tight, Derek. We'll tell you. I'll tell you what I mean when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back after this.
By now, you may have heard a bit about Bitcoins, but did you know Bitcoins are now over an $8.5 billion market? And did you know that over 65,000 businesses now accept Bitcoins? Listen, if you're already earning Bitcoins or trying to make money in the Bitcoin market, you've got to know bidbit.co. Why? Because bidbit.co is where you can easily receive Bitcoins by selling and auctioning off your own personal items or promote business products and services for Bitcoins. You heard right. Whether personal or business, you can now buy, sell, and auction your product and services quickly, easily, and securely for Bitcoin at bidbit.co, the first and only marketplace website to offer Bidbit Escrow, a proprietary technology which gives buyers and sellers security and peace of mind because all transactions are protected. Start today. It's free to join, free to post, free to auction, and free to bid at bidbit.co. Buy, sell, bid, or auction everything Bitcoin. That's www.bidbit.co, bidbit.co.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues, no matter how serious or trivial. Shield. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
Results will vary from case to case.
Attention taxpayers. If you've received a notice from the IRS or state, do not ignore it. It's also a big mistake to try and handle your tax problem on your own. If you owe back taxes, it's a fact that the government has the power to take everything you own, including your home, business, wages, savings, and your freedom. But here's the good news. There's a special toll-free tax hotline set up especially for you. This tax hotline will tell you about new programs that are geared to help you dramatically settle, reduce, or eliminate what you owe. But you have to call now. Take down this number or put it in your cell phone. But call 877-345-7645. That's 877-345-7645. When you call, you get free information on how you can reduce or eliminate back taxes, including penalties and interest. You can also be helped if you have unfiled returns, a tax lien, wage garnishment, bank levy, or if you've been entered into a payment plan but can't make the payments. Don't make the big mistake in thinking you can ignore or handle your tax problem on your own. You can stop the collection process immediately at 1-877-345-7645. That's 1-877-345-7645. 1-877-345-7645.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
We are the premier independent talk radio network, the Genesis Communications Network, GCN.
Hey, we are back on the bright side. 844-236-6010 is our number. We're talking to Derek in Texas. Derek, you there, bro? Derek?
Yep, I'm right here.
Okay, so your mom's friend had a stroke, as they say, cerebrovascular accident. Or cerebrovascular event. Basically, poor blood flow, poor circulation in the brain over the course of a minute or two or three or four results in a dead part of the brain. Brain cells die, basically, and depending on where those cells die, it could be worse or worse than worse. I had a friend who had a stroke, vital, vibrant guy. He was in his 50s. He had a stroke. Now he's in a wheelchair. He's paraplegic. You know, there's lots of horrible things that can happen to us in this crazy world of ours. Entropy and all, thermodynamics and all. Things are meant to break down, and there's all kinds of stuff that can happen to the body. But I can't think of anything worse than a stroke. I'd rather be dead than have a stroke, especially if it involves some kind of loss of bodily function, specifically when it involves loss of bodily function, paraplegic, quadriplegic. These are all things that are likely when you have a stroke. A stroke is caused by lack of blood flow. It can happen. It can be due to a clog. It can be due to bleeding. But for whatever reason, blood flow to the brain is stopped and the brain dies. In your case of your friend, it affected part of you said the right side of his body. So here's what you got to do. Once the brain cells are dead, they're dead. So they're not coming back. But what you could do is you can start to build up the nervous system, strengthen the nervous system. And that just basically means doing every single thing we talk about on this program. First of all, correct digestive problems. If toxins are getting into the body, that's going to further weaken the body, make things worse. Also, if there's digestive health problems, malabsorption of very important nutrition will occur. So first, you got to focus on the gut. That means the biolumin nightly essence. That means digestive enzymes after meal, the ultimate enzymes after meal. Liquid nutrition, very, very important. Bone soup, vegetable juices. Make sure your friend gets a Vitamix or some kind of blender that grinds up juice and maintains the fiber value of the juice. And then, of course, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine is a great liquid nutrition supplement. The brain and the heart are highly electrical. Obviously, they're moving very fast, and that means they're going to be very dependent on the B vitamins and electrolytes, potassium, calcium, magnesium, etc. So making sure your friend is on the Healthy Start Pack, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. One of its most important features is the fact that it's packed with these electrical water-soluble electrical nutrients, the B complex and vitamin C. Vitamin C is especially important for the circulatory system and for blood vessels. If indeed there was a break in the blood vessels in the brain causing leakage, you can strengthen the blood vessels with vitamin C. Make sure you're using the Healthy Start Pack. You might want to throw in a little extra vitamin C. There's a lot of vitamin C in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, but it wouldn't hurt you to throw in some extra, have your friend throw in some extra vitamin C. The Ultimate Selenium is also very important for the heart. Ultimate enzymes can be very important for the circulatory system, maybe 400 or so micrograms, 400 to 600 micrograms of the Ultimate Selenium. And then you might want to try the Ultimate Enzymes after meals with a little bit of apple cider vinegar. That can also help. As far as fatty nutrients go, vitamin A and vitamin E are very important for the circulatory system, 20,000 IU of vitamin A. And then 400 international units of vitamin E would be advisable. Vitamin K2, the number 2 after K, is also probably a good idea for all circulatory health issues. 1,000 to 5,000 micrograms of vitamin K2. Make sure your friend is eating lots of fermented foods. And the less food altogether, less calories that your friend eats, the better off they're going to be. Certainly, processed food, sugary food, processed fats, etc. Those are verboten. Those are zero tolerance if you have a stroke. But in general, keeping your calories down is always a good idea if the body needs to rebuild itself. And then last but most certainly not least, physical exercise, resistance training can go a long way towards helping strengthen muscles that may have atrophied following a stroke. And you don't have to have a gym membership. You could just do something with a couple of 5-pound dumbbells, or have your friend do something with a couple 5-pound dumbbells, doing curls and lunges or whatever kind of exercise you want. You don't need a full-blown gym membership or a personal trainer or anything like that. Just a couple of 5-pound dumbbells can help strengthen the muscles. So many things you could do. And, of course, don't forget good protein and don't forget your essential fatty acids. Whey protein is the best, and then the ultimate EFAs. Lots you could do. Don't think of this helping your friend with a stroke as something special. Just think of it as more of the same. Just your friend has to do it with more conscientiousness and more vigilance. Than we all have to pay attention to our nutrition and exercise, but your friend has to do it with more vigilance and conscientiousness. Does that make sense, bro? Does that make sense, Jeff?
Sure. Yeah. And just one little add-on question. If you've covered this many times before, I apologize. But I did read some things with this another gentleman on air or on a YouTube channel about the differences in vitamin C, and this person has...
That is the biggest bunch of horse crap I've ever heard. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Animals make their own vitamin C. And when an animal makes its own vitamin C, only human beings, fruit bats, monkeys, and a couple of types of guinea pigs don't make vitamin C, but the entire animal kingdom makes their own vitamin C, right? Mm-hmm. Do you know this? Did they tell you this, Gary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know
what kind of vitamin C do you think a billy goat will make, or a cow, or a dog, or a cat, or a squirrel? Do you think they'll make some fancy schmancy vitamin C that you get from some chiropractor in England, or somebody selling you something on the internet? No. They make ascorbic acid, the same ascorbic acid that you find in most nutritional supplements. So I don't pay any attention to that nonsense. In fact, it makes me angry about special vitamin C, and you need some kind of fancy schmancy form of it. You don't. You need ascorbic acid. Food vitamin C is always better, of course, because you get the cofactors. But as far as the vitamin C molecule itself, it's ascorbic acid. I didn't mean to interrupt you there. Did that answer your question,
No,
Derek?
I appreciate that. Yeah, it does, absolutely.
Okay. That just ticks me off. If anybody is out there is listening to this baloney about you need some special form of of vitamin C, ascorbic acid doesn't do the trick. It's a bunch of hooey. While it's true, though, that food vitamin C is always the best, ascorbic acid in a supplemental form is a great way to get mega doses, which I believe you need. Got to move, Derek. Hope we helped you out, okay?
Cool. Appreciate it.
Thank you. God bless, man. Okay, let's see if we got Jeff back. Jeff in Alberta, Canada. You there, bro?
Hey, Jesse. Thank you for having me on, Ben. I appreciate it.
Sure. Jesse, did you say?
Jesse.
Okay. Jeffy?
Yeah, Jesse.
Hey, Jesse. I think you said Jesse. So I can't hear you that well.
You got it. Sorry.
Okay.
Here, let me take it.
Did we lose Jesse again? We're having a hard time with Jesse. All right, Jesse, I'm going to put you back on hold. I know where you went. You there? I'm going to put you back on hold. Sorry about that, Jesse. I don't know what happened to Jesse. We lost Jesse. Call back if from Canada. I'd love to talk to you. Alma in California, what's up? Oh, Alma. I talked to you yesterday, right?
Yes. How are you?
How are you doing, Alma? Did you start any of the program? Did you start anything yet?
Well, after I spoke with you, I had a couple more questions. I know that you were busy, so
Why don't you tell the listeners? I'll tell the listeners. Alma has an 11-year-old daughter with rheumatoid arthritis. She's had it for 3 years. I talked to Alma yesterday on the telephone. And Alma told me something very interesting. She said in the doctor's office, there's a whole bunch of kids who have rheumatoid arthritis, which is so tragic to me. I mean, it's tragic when anybody has an autoimmune disease or any disease, but when it's an 11-year-old girl, it's so heartbreaking for a couple of reasons. First of all, this is the child is in the prime of her life, or growing and developing, and this should be a fun time for a kid, not a time to struggle with the disease. And then the second tragic thing about rheumatoid arthritis is it's so easy to eliminate forever. And any doctor who's taking money from a patient and then dosing them with toxic prescription drugs and not helping them with their illness, with their disease, with their pathology should be ashamed of themselves, especially when it comes to rheumatoid with a kid. I got to take a break, but rheumatoid arthritis is super, super easy to deal with, never to rear its ugly head again, and we'll tell you about it when we come back from our break. Hang tight, Alma. Don't go away, okay? We just got to take a quick break. 844-236-6010 is our number. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We're coming back right after this. Don't go away.
Hi, this is Sophie Winnick, longtime distributor and user of longevity products. In the last few years, my family went through a crisis. Everything else in my life, including my business, had to be put on the back burner. Thankfully, life is getting back to normal now. But the one thing I never had to worry about was my business and my monthly commission. I've been a distributor for longevity for over 17 years, since before it was longevity. And I've got to say, the most amazing thing about this company is the people. While my family was in crisis, other distributors stepped in and helped my customers, simply because that's what longevity people do, even for people they don't know. For me, it has never been about getting rich. It was about a product I could stand behind, a company I could count on, and a monthly commission check that has never, not once, been late in 17 years. Longevity is truly a business for everyone, even people who have too much to do. I'm Sophie Winnick. I'm just like you. I have a real life, real ups and downs, but I know I will always have longevity.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
The human body is extraordinary. Despite all the stresses we inflict upon it, it still works hard to stay in balance. Thousands upon thousands of people rely upon Heart and Body Extract to help their body stay balanced. This excellent 100% natural herbal formula helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, cleans arteries, promotes good circulation, balances cholesterol, and more. HB Extract, paired with healthy lifestyle choices like good nutrition and exercise, can give you a life free of pain, sickness, and fear. Recapture your youthful vitality and experience your body healing itself with the aid of HB Extract. It's extremely effective and it starts working in just days. Visit hbextract.com to learn more and to read scores of testimonials from satisfied customers. And we've never increased our price in over 10 years. That makes Heart and Body Extract as great a value now as it was the first day we sold it. A healthy heart is a happy heart. Call 866-295-5305 or go to hbextract.com.
By now, you may have heard a bit about Bitcoins. But did you know Bitcoins are now over an $8.5 billion market? And did you know that over 65,000 businesses now accept Bitcoins? Listen, if you're already earning Bitcoins or trying to make money in the Bitcoin market, you've got to know bidbit.co. Why? Because bidbit.co is where you can easily receive Bitcoins by selling and auctioning off your own personal items or promote business products and services for Bitcoins. You heard right. Whether personal or business, you can now buy, sell, and auction your products and services quickly, easily, and securely for Bitcoin at bidbit.co, the first and only marketplace website to offer Bidbit Escrow, a proprietary technology which gives buyers and sellers security and peace of mind because all transactions are protected. Start today. It's free to join, free to post, free to auction, and free to bid at bidbit.co. Buy, sell, bid, or auction everything Bitcoin. That's www.bidbit.co, bidbit.co.
We are America's largest independently owned communications network, GCN.
Okay, we are back on the bright side talking to Alma in California about rheumatoid arthritis. She's got an 11-year-old daughter with rheumatoid. That's so sad, but very easy to deal with. Alma, do you want to ask me anything before I get into some of the ways you can address this problem?
Sure. Well, I wanted to tell you that Vivian has already tried the product.
Say again?
She's been doing the product already.
Okay.
The Healthy Pack.
Healthy Start Pack.
She did. I did put her on a diet, no sugar.
No, Alma, this is great. No sugar is wonderful, but that's not necessarily the problem. What you got to do with rheumatoid, no sugar is definitely a good idea, though. Stick on the no sugar, and bread is sugar, and pasta is sugar, and rice is sugar, and processed foods of all kinds are sugar, protein bars and Special K and all. It's all sugar. So that's a great idea. But what you want to do is you want to look for her specific enemies. Everybody's got their own specific enemies. Now, that's kind of a generalization because, there's dairy that's going to be involved and for most folks, and grains are going to be involved for most folks. But generally speaking, there's going to be specific problems that she has, and you want to isolate what those are. So how do you know what those are? You look to her digestive symptoms. And I'm not just talking to Alma. For any listener out there who's dealing with an autoimmune disease where the body attacks itself, that's what rheumatoid arthritis is. It's an autoimmune disease where the body attacks the joints. Any immune or autoimmune crisis needs to be backtracked to the source of the immune problem, which is always going to be the digestive system. That's where most of your immune system's located. So that alone tells you about the importance of the digestive component if you have an autoimmune problem, because your immune system is housed in the digestive tract. Does that make sense, Alma? That's where the bulk of the immune...
That does make total sense.
And that's obvious. I don't know how any boneheaded medical professional can miss this. Your immune system is largely housed in the digestive tract. Hence, logic tells you if you have an immune problem, the first thing to do is look to the digestive system. And then you eliminate problem foods, but then you're also going to want to be using digestive support nutrients. That's the probiotics, the biolumin nightly essence, fermented foods, apple cider vinegar. Using the Z-radical or the fucoid Z can help. There's an amino acid called glutamine, Glutamine, half a teaspoonful in water once or twice a day can be very helpful for the digestive tract. Anything you could do for digestive health And then in addition to the things you are doing, you're going to also want to eliminate things that impair digestive health. And the best way to do that is by keeping track of the foods you eat or your daughter eats with a food diary. Do you want to ask anything specifically? I'll give you a couple more ideas here in a minute. Do you anything?
Sure. Well, I've noticed that when she eats something the day before, the next day she's stiffer. And obviously, I assume that is a thing. But
yes,
I do have write down. How do I identify which food it was if it was so many?
That's a great question, Alma. You can't. That's why you have to eat just one type of food or have your daughter eat just one type of food. Obviously, if you eat 20 foods, you don't know what's causing what, right? So you just want to eat one type of food. Have her spend all day eating milk or eating dairy. Have her spend one whole day eating just eggs. Have her spend one whole day eating bread. You know what I'm saying? Just one type of food, and then you can isolate those foods. Now, she's going to notice she feels miserable if she spends all day eating dairy, and she has a problem with dairy. Then you'll know. You follow? And she'll know, too. She probably won't even want to touch the dairy after that.
Okay. My other question is her hands. She's attacking her hands the most, and they are pretty swollen.
That's because the hands are in the extremities. The extremities have a poor blood supply relative to the core. So you're going to notice problems in the hands and the feet, the fingers, the toes. The extremities are really where you're going to notice most of the problems. So it makes perfect sense. But conversely, that's what's going to heal the fastest. The hands and the feet and the fingers and toes will heal the fastest. So you'll notice results the fastest in the extremities, and you'll also notice the problems showing up the fastest in the extremities. Very easy to deal with, though, Alma. And by the way, I didn't tell you about vitamin E, but that's wonderfully anti-inflammatory. Make sure she's using 400 international units a day of vitamin E with her foods. There's so many more things, though, but this is a great start for you.
Okay. But according to the wonderful doctors, and I'm just being sarcastic, that there's no cure.
Well, any doctor who tells you that is a bonehead, okay? It's not cure, it's reversal. You don't cure anything. The body cures. God cures. The divine force cures. We don't cure, and certainly your numbskull doctor doesn't cure. But the body itself, through the divine force, will reverse the process because healing is in the nature of the body. Cartilage heals. The immune system will ultimately calm down. The digestive tract will regenerate. The cells of the digestive tract will regenerate themselves. The body will do it. Not cure, but reverse. See the distinction I'm making? She doesn't have it. She doesn't have a disease as much as there's a process that's going on in her body that we want to reverse.
So the joints, like according to them, she has one of her wrists is so bad that the wrist is pretty bad, and they said that she will never regain range of motion in that.
They're wrong. They're flat out wrong. She's 11 years old. She's building and regenerating. They're flat out wrong.
Oh, that is great news.
Yes, it is great news. That's why I call this program The Bright Side. It is great news. It's the good news. It's the gospel of the health, the gospel of nutrition. Gospel meaning good news. You bet it's good news. That's the body's nature to reverse and to heal. And any boneheaded physician who doesn't know any better should not be taking your money to tell you that your daughter is a hopeless case. It's so tragic. It breaks my heart. Alma, I got to move on, okay? Please stay in touch and let us know how you're doing. Thank you. God bless. Please, hope you'll stay in touch and let us know how you're doing. Golly, now you guys are calling. Oh, my goodness. Full board here. All right. Steve in Virginia. Let's do this quickly, buddy. How you doing, my man?
Oh, hello there. Nice to talk with you.
Same.
You have us laughing about the boneheaded people.
Jeez. I'm telling you, man.
We had a friend, and he is in need of help. He's lost cartilage. I think I said 92% at one of the joints. I think.
How old is he? How old?
Oh, shoot. He's about late 50s.
Okay, so that's decades of bad living. Cartilage should not be deteriorating at the age of 50 or in his 50s. That's too young.
Yeah.
When you're in your 70s, maybe, or 80s. But 50s, that shouldn't be happening. So here's what you need to do. Number one, focus on digestive health. Cartilage is made up largely of protein, and you're not going to be absorbing your amino acids and your proteins if you have anything going on in the digestive system, and I guarantee you that's probably the case. Biolumin nightly essence, digestive enzymes after all meals, get on the Slender FX. Now, probably throw in some glucosamine, the glucogel caps, and of course bone soup is a great source of glucosamine. You may also want to try something called hyaluronic acid, and I'll spell that for you, Hyaluronic, hyaluronic acid, maybe 100, 200 milligrams a day. And then the digestive enzymes, the bromelain and the papain, in addition to helping him absorb nutrients, that can also help him build cartilage, help him absorb, help with inflammation that can block the formation of cartilage. So the anti-inflammatory effects of the digestive enzymes can be helpful for you. You might want to try the Z Radical as well, and of course the Healthy Start Pack. That goes without saying. Also, if you want to just round out the entire program, have him make sure that he's getting some 400 international units or so of vitamin E, 20,000 IU a day of vitamin A, and 50 milligrams a day of zinc. The combination of vitamin A and zinc are super building, and vitamin E is a wonderful anti-inflammatory. Lots more you can do, but that's a great start for you, Steve. I want to see if I can get a couple more calls in. Is that okay, Steve?
Okay, thank you very much.
God bless you, my friend.
God bless. Thank you.
Okay. Robert in Sedale, you've been on hold for a long time. I apologize. What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, I'm still here. How's Ontario?
Ontario is wonderful. I didn't get to talk about the.
Yeah.
Were you there?
Yeah.
Is this Robert?
There.
Robert, my friend Robert from
yes,
Tom's?
Yes.
Oh, hey, I saw you. Didn't I see you? I did see you.
I
think I saw you.
Then I missed it.
Okay, I thought I saw you. What's going on, man?
I just see. I was driving back from there all night long last night, and I noticed the eyes aren't working as well as they used to.
All right, par for the course. How old are you, Robert?
Yeah. Pardon?
How old are you?
I'll be 61 this year.
Okay, well, you're a young man, so here's what you need to do. The eyes are constantly bombarded by light. Light is very aggressive. So it makes sense that one of the first parts of the body to go is going to be the eyes. So what you want to do is you want to start to protect the eyes. Believe it or not, the eyes are a type of skin. The surface of the eye is made up of the same kind of cells that make up your skin. So you can think of your eyes as a type of skin. And anything that's going to be good for your skin is going to be good for your eyes as well. That means vitamin A, especially vitamin A. Vision FX has a lot of cool eye nutrients in it. So get on the Vision FX, 20,000 IU a day of vitamin A, very important for eye health. Make sure you're mixing up your vegetables and your fats. And that's a very important strategy for keeping the eyes healthy and as well as for keeping the skin healthy. Vegetables contain colored nutrients, and when you mix them up with fats, those colored nutrients, lutein, zeaxanthin, carotenes, flavonoids, etc., will come out into the oil and be much easier for the body to access. So many more things you could do, though. Robert, I'm out of time. If you want to call back tomorrow, we'll get you some more details. Sorry if we left you on hold. That's all the time we have for today.
Thanks, Ben.
I'm Pharmacist Ben. Have yourselves a spectacular, wonderful, awesome day. We'll talk to you all later, folks. Bye for now.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
If the IRS has garnished your paycheck or seized money from your bank account, you need to get professional tax help now. Fast action is required to put a halt to these aggressive IRS collection tactics. You can count on the knowledgeable team of tax professionals at Wall & Associates. With over 30 years of experience, Wall & Associates has settled the tax problems of thousands of taxpayers for a small fraction of what they owed. For a free face-to-face consultation, call 1-800-425-4610 to put a wall between you and the IRS. 1-800-425-4610 or look for us on the web at wallandassociates.net. We solve tax problems. If you hire Wall & Associates today, you'll never have to talk to the IRS again. To stop the levies and seizures today, take action now. Call Wall & Associates at 1-800-425-4610. Wall & Associates. 1-800-425-4610.